The work has begun to transition from a Biden-Harris White House to a Trump-Vance administration. For President-elect Donald Trump, the move back in also involves significant legal baggage. Natalie Brand is at the White House.
President Biden addressed the nation from the Rose Garden Thursday, acknowledging America is starting a new chapter.
Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made.
The president also commended his vice president, Kamala Harris.
She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character.
President-elect Donald Trump's transition team is already at work in West Palm Beach under the leadership of former WWE President Linda McMahon. It also includes familiar faces like Trump's two older sons and Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
President Biden has already called Trump and extended an invitation for a meeting at the White House to discuss the transition.
I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team.
As for the former president's legal troubles, CBS News has learned the Department of Justice and Special Counsel Jack Smith's office are discussing how to wind down the federal cases against Trump. The DOJ has a long-standing policy against prosecuting a sitting president. One of the pending cases centers around January 6th and efforts to subvert the transfer of power after the 2020 election.
Logically and legally, it'd be hard to prosecute the person who's running it all.
Trump will enter the White House with a Republican-controlled Senate, possibly a House too, with some of those races still being decided. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.